Forgery is the making or uttering of a false instrument with the intent to defraud. Common examples of forgery would be passing a false check, signing the signature of someone else in order to cash a check, a fake money order, fake identification. It's not uncommon, especially in Las Vegas, to see people who perhaps have gambling issues and they're trying to recoup losses. And in those situations, sometimes, they might engage in behavior that they wouldn't otherwise engage in out of desperation. And so we see a lot of these types of charges in Las Vegas. One arena where we commonly see forgery cases might be involved in employment-related embezzlement, where there may be an employee that has access to the office checking account. And the procedure is that the checks are supposed to be submitted to the owner or a boss for signature. But over time, that employee may grow accustomed to paying bills on their own, perhaps signing the signature of the boss or the owner, or using a signature stamp, for example. Well, if the employee has authority to sign the signature or use the signature stamp, then that might be a defense. Well, this was not unlawful because they had the implied authority to do so. However, if the employee writes a check to her brother-in-law and that check is cashed, then clearly one would assume that the employee did not have the authority to do so. So these are the kind of issues. Was there a forged instrument, and was there an intent to defraud? Well, first and foremost, if there's an identifiable victim, like a bad check, the most significant issue is to make the victim whole. So if the check was drawn on Joe Smith's account, we want to pay Joe Smith back. And often if you compensate the victim for the loss, that can go a long way in terms of affecting the negotiations and obtaining a good result, either to get the charge dismissed altogether or at least get the penalties reduced. I'm attorney Michael Becker with the Las Vegas Defense Group. If you or a loved one has been charged with a criminal offense in Las Vegas or throughout the state of Nevada, trust in me and my legal team to get your case dismissed or otherwise negotiate a resolution that causes minimal harm to you in your future.